And President Biden is being warned against easing up too much on unauthorized immigrants. That message is not from a Republican or a critic, but a House Democrat. Congressman Henry Cuellar represents a border district in Texas. And he told Axios, you can't just say let everybody in because then we're affected down here at the border. The congressman joins me now. Thank you so much for coming on, Congressman Cuellar. So what are the real life consequences of this immigration surge that you're facing in your border community as it relates to the pandemic?
Well, right now we're looking at numbers that are going to rival what happened in 2014 and 2019. So for us down here in the border, we've seen this before. But what makes it more challenging, of course, Pamela, it's the pandemic, because Border Patrol, as Polo just said a while ago, they're working under a 25% capacity, so they don't have the space, and that's why they're talking about this rapid processing centers to move people. But what's ironic about that, as you move people faster, that provides an incentive to keep the pipeline, if I can use that term, people from Central America to continue coming, because you're moving them faster, and therefore you're providing an incentive as you try to move them quicker.
And we're already seeing some of the numbers exceed what we saw in 2019 with these unaccompanied children that are coming across. The Biden administration has been reluctant to call the situation unfolding on the border a crisis, instead referring to it as a challenge. Do you believe it is a crisis?
Look, they can call it a challenge. Other people can call it a crisis. Let me look at the reality. In January, we had 78,000 people that were stopped at the border. In February, I think you're going to see numbers close to 100,000 individuals. And keep in mind that March, April, May, and June are the peak times. So we haven't even hit the peak numbers right now. And what's happening is that Border Patrol does not COVID test any of them. The ones that are tested is, like Paulo said, if it's the MPP on the Mexican side, but the ones that are coming in, they're not tested by Border Patrol. They might be tested by some of the NGOs. So if they get on a bus, they can travel anywhere with the permiso, the notice to appear, like the person that they mentioned, San Francisco. And this is why Greyhound and other folks are saying, hey, hold on, you're letting people in into our buses without having them COVID tested.